You are now listening to About That Business, hosted by Rom Wills. Rom Wills is an entrepreneur and personal coach who has helped people reach their fullest potential personally and professionally. Take it away, Rom.
Welcome to Rom Wills About That Business, getting new equipment. Yeah, as I'm sitting here making this podcast, because, I tape my stuff a little bit early. I'm waiting for some equipment to come via Amazon, right? And there's some microphones, right? Wireless microphones, like the type I can attach to a camcorder and then have the other one attached to me, right? And the reason I'm doing that, I'm making my business better because, all right, it has a decent mic on it already. An adequate one. Unfortunately, even though I might push a few buttons to try to focus it, and it still's picking up too much in the background, right? And in fact, one of the things I'll probably start doing is looking for sound stages. Maybe a sound stage I can rent to do videos or something real quick, right? And maybe some other things, but getting a new equipment, and that's very important. When you're in business, always think in terms of how you can improve little things. And one of the things I'm gonna start doing, whenever I make a slight improvement, I'm gonna talk about that and then try to track how that improvement has made more money for me. Because another thing that I'll be ordering is maybe a ring light. Now, well, I'm not going to comment, but I'm looking at different ring lights now, and I might have ran into a bogus company. So, already got PayPal on it. So, anyway, right? You want to always get stuff. You want to, I'm also looking at getting a Mac or either a Mac or an iPad. I might end up getting both, right? For something, use their iMovie. I like when people are doing videos or hangouts or something, they're using an iPad. I like the clarity and everything. So, I don't know. I might just get an iPad. I don't know. If anybody out there has used both an iPad or a Mac, let me know. Give me a feedback on it. But I'm getting one of them. I'm getting Apple something. I haven't got it yet. I got the money, but I'm one of those. One thing. When I get new stuff, I'm very slow to get it because I'm the type, I actually read reviews and product specs. I ask a lot of questions in most cases before I get something. Yeah, see, that's another thing too, because you got to look at it. It's not just some casual that you want to play around with, And also when you get it, you got to think of a business purpose. Like I hadn't gotten a Mac. Like if I get a Mac, or an iPad. Like the iPad would be more for just to do maybe some hangouts, better clarity on pictures and stuff. Even though it's decent now, it would have to have a purpose. Like don't get equipment just to get it. It sits there. It needs to serve a business purpose, and depending on the business, you can actually write it off. And I might or might not write it off because the thing is I'll probably be using it for personal use too, and there's some stuff there. But you want to do that. You always want to think in terms of, okay, how can I make this better? How can I make this better? Right? How can I make the sound better? How can I make the lighting better? And that's in the video business. But if you're a plumber or something, okay, what kind of equipment do I have to get? A better snake? Is there something new I can use? A better wrench? Something like that. If you're a sweeper, you're a cleaner. Okay, what kind of cleaning products? What they got new? What kind of new mop they got? Right? You always want to think in those terms. Now, of course, what you got is working, right? Of course, what you got is working, but you can get two things with better equipment: a better quality of product or a better quality of service. Like, say, if you're a cleaner. That new type of mop might make things easier for you and better and more efficient. Like always think about when you get it, just don't get it because it got shiny bells and whistles, but you got to think, okay, how much more money can I make for this? Because one of the reasons I'm looking at a Mac or an iPad is really just like probably greater speed with doing videos. And I might have to anyway, because like if I'm doing videos or something, I usually edit them with like Windows Movie Maker, but they don't make them anymore, or they kind of changed it around. And I'm like, okay, so I guess I'm starting to look into some other stuff, and I get, people have given me nothing but good reviews on like the iPhone or like the Apple movie making stuff. So, the main thing is to always work and always look to reinvest in your business for the equipment, or also reinvest in training too. Reinvest in training. So, anyway, that's all I got for today. Let's go make that money.